Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. This is another episode in the Quantum Human Summit series, and we are live on Zoom today, taking some audience questions. This interaction is key in what we're going to learn today in reclaiming your divine self. My guest today is Tena Cacic, and she is such a beautiful soul who has overcome deep, intense challenges in her life, lost a young child, and dealt with other issues in her family. And it's just an extraordinary example of how we can be the beautiful person we came here to be in the face of everything. Let's welcome Tena to this beautiful program. Hi, Tena, welcome.
Hello, and thank you very much for having me. It is again my pleasure to connect with you and with your audience.
This is a beautiful moment as we're talking about the quantum human. And before we get started, I'd like you to share in your experiences, we all have to clean and clear a lot of the programming that we come into. When you did that, how did that bring you into a deeper awareness of your multidimensionality, of your quantum humanness?
Well, thank you for the question. First of all, I'm still in my process. I really don't know when it will be over. We are a work in progress. At least I can say it for myself. And as much as I clear, I see another layers and another stuff to clear. But I can share with you how I feel now and what is difference between 10 years ago, 5 years ago, last year. And this year, I feel much calmer, more in present moment, beautiful synchronicities are, everyday's normal life. So when I think about quantum human, I feel it like feeling the connectiveness with all living beings. So, ego defense mechanisms and all these ego layers, 3D stuff, it melts and you see the world with different eyes. You feel the moment of joy, and it's not, euphoric joy, like you're so high and then low. Many people can say, oh, it's boring. Well, I can tell you it's not boring. It's like a gentle feeling of happiness, of joy, of expansion and connectiveness. And the wonderful thing is you don't judge. You are in acceptance. You don't compete to anyone. You don't have these little voices in your head that are saying, oh, did I did good, that good? Am I better than or less than? I believe that quantum human is a level of freedom and joy, tranquility, peace, a sweet pleasure. And you perceive world uh, like like beautiful. You perceive beauty in all around you, and you feel beautiful inside. That's my experience of quantum human. So
It really is overcoming density that maybe we come in as. And as you're speaking and as you're sharing about no more judgment, really seeing the beauty in everything, that's really fifth dimensional, isn't it? It means we are moving up in consciousness. We're raising our consciousness to higher perspectives, whether that's 5D, 6D, or beyond. That's really what we're here to do. And so as you share about this, would you say that it's that the challenges that come forward are exactly what push us forward in ascension? Because if we didn't have those challenges, maybe we wouldn't need to ascend. But I think every human, no matter what situation is in our life, good or bad. I mean, if someone comes in with really strong parents and a supportive family, maybe they're ahead in the game, but there's still a journey towards ascension, finding happiness. I mean, look at Buddha himself. Buddha was raised in royalty, and so he left to go be with that. What are your thoughts on this? Is it par for the course for every human to look so deeply within?
For me, that was my journey. I had to overcome many challenges, uh, but wasn't aware that at the highest level, I choose those challenges and choose also my parents. I can say that I was raised in a healthy family, but as I could remember, that unknown, that feeling of feeling guilty, but don't know why I feel guilty, and lots of that feelings I was not aware where that comes from, you know. So in my case, and I believe in a majority of humanity, we face challenges to overcome it. It's like a school to learn it. That's basically the reason why at least the older generation, I'm not sure about this new generation kids who are born in perfectly playing piano or some. They're different souls, many different souls. I can speak on myself in my own name, and I definitely came here to overcome challenges, so I can show other people as well the path how to, you know, become a quantum human. And that's basically what we are doing for each other. You are teacher for you complete a task, a lesson, and you are teacher for people who are in similar situation. And as I observe the world, we are, the majority of humanity grew up in dysfunctional families, whether it was royalties or it doesn't matter what kind of level, a financial level, or it's the majority people grew up in dysfunctional families. So that's my experience and what I learned by observing the world, observing people in my surrounding. I it's real rare people are whose needs were met by their parents in childhood. Most most of people didn't were not raised by emotionally stable, fulfilled parents, and who could give them and fulfill their needs, because children parents are to fulfill children's need, not the opposite. But in majority dysfunctional families in our world, okay, our marriage is not functioning good, or our relationship, so we are going to have a child to become better. So we are perceiving children to fulfill our needs, but that's wrong. I experience it from my parents and people I live surrounded with. The majority of people, children are fulfilling their parents' expectations, needs. So I can say that the majority people are still living in dysfunctional families, and we have challenges to overcoming. So our kids will be functional.
Yes, thank you for that. We definitely are breaking the mold and changing things with consciousness. And so it's so beautiful. And the kids that are coming in these days really appear to allow us, I mean, if we were to look at them and see what they're speaking and we support them, they have a lot to teach us. And so that's the beautiful thing of it. And I look back at my mother and I realize how much she sacrificed for her kids, where on the other extreme, she gave up her life for her kids and didn't leave a relationship because she believed that that was what her children needed. So it's all beautiful that consciousness now will allow us the space to be that loving person, to reclaim our divine self, and to journey through the challenges only to return back to our home self, our love. So the healing work that you do, Tena, it really is incredible. We've got some few members in our audience here on Zoom, and I'd like to invite those who are watching to raise your hand if you'd like a clearing with any of these issues, because that's how Tena works. She's going to tell us a little bit about her healing modality, but the importance is to see how she does this clearing, because all of us watching will be able to feel the effects of that. Whatever goes on with one person absolutely translates into our journey and our experience as well. So Tena, tell us about this healing modality. First, give us a brief overview of the challenges. You know, I did mention that it was hard for you. Some people would stop totally in their tracks and give up in despair. But now here you are speaking about this beauty that you see in all things. Take a moment and share about the challenges in your life and how you develop this healing modality and what it is.
Okay. My first challenge, okay, majority of my challenges started when I met my husband and when I got married and had kids. My first baby died 3 days after he was born. So I experienced blessed. You know, I was so happy and so blessed, like in heaven. And in 3 days, I was literally pushed down into deepest hell. So it felt like 1,000 knives in my heart, all stabbed in at once. So, and after that, we had a second child, and then my third child, okay, second who is alive. My daughter has a health challenges. She was born with so-called uncurable genetic mutation that manifests with seizures and severe developmental delay. She's 10 and she cannot walk, talk. She's totally dependent and for caregivers. And what I learned about myself in my journey is that first of all, I felt unknown resistance. You know, I didn't know where it comes from toward children. I never wanted to have children consciously, you know, but the life was the way it was. So I experienced deep grief of a mother who lost her child, and the heartbreak of a mother who has a disabled child who cannot help her child, and of course the rage of a wife whose husband had the mental issues and also gambles and the whole addiction stuff. So I have experience with that as well. And of course, with myself, I had to go through my pride. You know, it's to to survive, to let go of wanting to feel right, wanting to be right. So I had to go through my feelings, and I researched many clearing modalities. And what I found, what made a huge difference in my life, is the self-directed compassion. When I gave myself compassion, I'm so sorry your life is a mess. I'm so sorry your baby died. Because it brought feelings, and I let myself to fall apart to feel what I need to feel, and it just go out. It went out, and it went out. At some moment, it stopped. You know, so that's self-directed compassion. Huge difference. And The other stuff, I studied the spiritual acceleration with Boni Seratore, and there I learned about different realities, about black magic, voodoo, curses, all of that stuff, aliens, implants, past lives, many different timelines. And in combination, I found it very useful because at some point it makes different when you say aloud, give yourself compassion, because it empowers you. It's not that I'm doing anything, I'm just a channel to hold you space, and your higher self, the divine God, universe, source, works through me to clear what needs to be clear. And the process of my clearing goes like this. You think about something, what creates the highest intensity when you think about it, emotional intensity. Then you scan your body where it is, and at the level of 0 to 10, is it 0, no intensity at all, or is it 10, the highest intensity? Then I do spiritual acceleration is a like silent work. Sometimes I speak, sometimes I don't speak, sometimes I say just give yourself compassion. So um, during my recent years, it 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 blended all together with non-personal awareness and other stuff I learned meanwhile, and I also learned new stuff from Dr. Doug Lehrer. He works with body, physical, but I incorporated a little phrase with his work, so it's a meshed lots of different modalities meshed into something I can say unique.
I love that. This is the power of self-love, as you said, self-directed compassion, and the power of saying it out loud. We have witnessed that here, and we're going to witness it again in today's episode as you do a clearing. So thank you for that work. Thank you for sharing it. As a light worker, you've stepped into your role, and this is what we all are being called to do from our higher selves, is that we know something, so step up and share it. And so one of the things that you're sharing is reclaiming your divine self. This is a new program that you're working on. We're going to get a little taste of it today. But this is interesting because what is that? What is the wound here? What is the wound? What did we lose? We lost our sense of self and our I am presence. Tell
Mhm.
us more about what is happening here with reclaiming our divine self.
So majority of us grew up in dysfunctional families. That means that our needs were not met when they supposed to be met. Um, if you want to be let's say a mailman or do a simple job, you have to finish school, you have to be educated, you have to learn how to do that. But for having a child, you only need to have 15 years. So 15 years old, most of everyone can have a child. And our mothers, our parents were raised by their parents, and they were also dysfunctional. All of that, the whole world is dysfunctional. So they didn't experience their own needs being met by their parents, so they couldn't fulfill our needs. Let's say you are infant, and in infancy you need a healthy, fulfilled mother who can respond on your needs, because we are beings who are born totally dependent upon our parents and caregivers. So if you grew up, let's say in the 70s, 80s, they were like you should feed your baby every 3 hours, put the baby to cry until she sleeps herself. So, and mothers were disconnected from their self because their needs were not met, and let's say baby cries, baby needs soothing, and she left her cried. I can speak in my name. I was so frustrated with my daughter and with children because my son cried and cried. I was so frustrated. And in infancy, baby can feel her or his mother. Baby can feel, and when empath says, "Okay, I'm so I can feel other people's feelings." Actually, you were not separated from. You have early infancy wounds, so you're actually feeling your mother's feelings. You didn't separate, like, because you were not raised in a healthy family, you were not separated by your mother, so you experience everything what your mother experienced, and you believe, because it's in infancy, there are only feeling, you feel what your mother feels. So you feel her, feelings. If she's, let's say, anxious, you feel anxiety. If she is angry because she didn't, maybe you were unwanted child, you feel unwanted. For a mother to do her job well, she needs to be in touch with her own sense of I amness. She has to love herself, which means that she accepts every part of herself as okay. She needs especially to accept her body and be relaxed with it. A mother cannot give her child a sense of physical well-being if she herself has no sense of it, Nor can she give her child a sense of confidence in his instincts if she is not, relaxed in her own. So, in the beginning of life, I am you, I am another. In other words, you are enmeshed with your mothering person. You feel what your mother feels. You are discussed when she's discussed. You feel about yourself what she feels about you. And in infancy, feeling is primary. It doesn't matter how well mom is, performing the role of a good mother. What matters is how she really feels about her child. If your mother was angry, that was me. Because she had gotten pregnant, I really didn't want to get pregnant. I can relate to that kind of mother. So child feels it in a kinesthetic level. And in your infancy, you need to be touched when when you need it. You need your mother to hold you when you need to be touched and held. You need to be fed when you are hungry. So basically what's happening, we have if our infancy needs were not met, then we have to reclaim our infant self. And in second developmental level, in toddler, you need to have a strong sense of you, strong boundaries. And if you have, let's say, parents who basically shamed you when you felt, when you did something what is normal for 2 years old babies to do. Let's say you're going to explore something, oh, shame of you, shut up. Then you deeply, deeply, deeply feel that you're shameful. And why is this important? Because when you are a child, you are egocentric. That's by nature. It's your nature to be egocentric. You think that the world is spinning around you because you don't have that comprehension. It develops later in 7-8 years. And you think if your parents are mad, you think it's because of you. Let's say mom and dad are fighting. You cannot understand that they are fighting because, let's say, whatever. You think you are guilty and you internalize that. you're responsible for them not being good with each other. And because of fear of survival, if you're a child, you fear your caregivers, let's say, will abandon you. That's totally scary. And you do whatever needs to be done just to survive. And because of that, we use defense mechanism. It's not about my parents. My parents are good. They are taking care of me. It's about me. I'm the one who is guilty. I'm the problem. And every developmental stage carries issues, carries problems. And if our needs were not met when they needed to be met, then we have shadow selves, disowned part, soul pieces. So we have to heal that wounded child, wounded infant, wounded toddler, wounded preschool, wounded school self, wounded adolescent self, to reclaim it so we can be whole and we can feel good in our bodies. And that's what this work is all about in new program, 6-week live program. So we are going to heal the wounded infant, toddler, preschool, school, adolescent self, and to reclaim our divine self.
Beautiful. Thank you for the work that you do. And we're going to experience a little bit of that. So let's ask our audience. Audience, if you have an issue, Tena, what's the best issue to draw on right here? Because as you were speaking, I think it resonated with us how we were treated as children with a mother or a father. Is there any specific requirement, or can we start with any issue out there?
Any issue. Just emotional intensity. It's important to see, so we know if it is resolved or not. So if the level of intensity lowers, then we are on the right track. So the level of intensity is important. When you think about something, whatever is accurate for people. Yeah.
So who's triggered out there in our Zoom audience? And join our Zoom audience. Let's see, I will put in our YouTube chat, I'm going to put the information. You can join us on chat. I put a little link in there. If you want to ask Tena something about an issue that you have for her to help clear it. But otherwise, those in our Zoom audience, raise your hand if you're ready. And if there's no takers, we'll do something for the group. Okay, Zoom audience, anyone? Does anyone have a trigger right now? Okay, it's pretty quiet in our Zoom audience. That's good. Maybe we've been so immersed in the work that we're doing that we're doing good. But I see we have someone with a hand raised. So we are going to bring in Margaret. And Margaret, hello, you can unmute yourself. How are you?
I'm great. The work that I've done seems to have brought my entire life in my face that I was sleeping and I did not think at all. Is this a passing reality?
Something is clearing. So can you just repeat? So you were not feeling. You feel like you were sleeping and not living your life, not feeling your life. Can you please explain a little deeper?
My life has been continual struggles.
Okay.
And I can't figure out how this will disappear.
Okay, so think about my life is continuous struggle. Think about it right now. My life is continuous struggle. Where do you feel it in the body? The intensity?
in my heart and my eyes.
Okay, what is the level of intensity right now?
It's about an 8 to 10.
Okay, just be there. Focus on the heart, and just repeat after me in the third person. I'm so sorry. Your life is continuous struggle.
You're so sorry your life is continuous struggles. Was that first or
Okay.
third person?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Your life is continuous struggle.
I'm so sorry your life is continuous struggles.
By the way, it's just yawning is normal. So okay, so we are doing acceleration now. We are going to the highest level of also is between your and your mom, so that you will keep saving her, keep struggling her struggles. Okay, just focus on your heart and say, I'm so sorry you're struggling your mom's struggles.
I'm so sorry you're struggling your mom's struggles. That's exactly what healers have said to me. Are you here for yourself or are you here for your mother?
Okay, just a second. Okay, so all your mother struggles, everywhere where we concluded that you have to take care of your mother. No, okay, no, it's not true. So just focus on your heart and say, I'm so sorry you reject to admit that your parents were not good. Say that.
I'm so sorry that you reject that your parents were not good. That's also very true.
Yeah. Yeah. So what are we doing now? I will explain what's happening now. When we are a little, very little, we believe that our parents are the best parents. So we put the ego defense mechanism of denial, denying. So everywhere where you hold the mechanism of denying, yeah, no, it's not her fault. It's my fault. It's not her fault. Okay. Just repeat after me. I'm so sorry. You don't stop denying the truth about your mom. Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry you don't stop denying the truth about your mom.
I'm so sorry you don't stop to denying the truth about your dad. Oh,
I'm so sorry you don't stop denying the truth about your dad.
okay, and now just repeat after me. I recognize I am not my mom.
I recognize I'm not my mom.
In every cell in my body.
In every cell in my body.
Okay, just to take a deep breath and hold the breath, and in your mind repeat my words. I recognize I'm not my mother in every cell of my body. I recognize it's not my job to take care of my mom in every cell of my body. I recognize my mom should take care of me and not I to take care of her in every cell of my body. Okay, you can breathe now. Or your mother's energy on everywhere where you concluded that it's your fault, you didn't take care of you struggled, your mom struggled. Okay, that's good. So just please check your heart. How do you feel in your body right now?
It just went calm and happy. And I lied my whole life saying, I have the most wonderful family. We fall down loving when we're together. We just laugh and roll on the carpet. And it was all a big denial. So, but it lifted. It lifted. Thank you.
Okay, just a second to pull all your pieces. So pieces, it's okay to stop denying. You're safe now, you survived, so you don't have to deny and no anymore. It's okay. You are okay. You're okay. You survived. You're okay. It's safe to be you. It's safe to be me. Just say, I recognize it is safe to be me.
You recognize that it is safe to be me.
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
you.
In every cell in my body.
And every cell in my body. It's mine. Wow.
Yeah. How is now? How do you feel in your body right now?
Buzzing, endless, and without boundaries. And my head is um it's there, but it's buzzing. It's like letting go of so much. It's yeah, my head
Okay, and
has a
now,
lot of
yeah, and now we
activity.
are grounding you and everyone. We are grounding in your body. Yes, it's safe to be in your body. You recognize it's safe to be you, and it's safe to be in your body. Okay, and it is like now we are clearing a little bit of our bodies. Okay, cool. Oh, thank you. Do we have another head? Thank you, Margaret.
Please, you have no idea. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Margaret. That was wonderful to witness and to see the change in your voice too from that. That is what I find so remarkable. And we were right there with you, feeling what you went through as well. And even there was healing for us that share those same feelings. Thank you, Margaret. That was wonderful. Okay. Wow. Something about saying it out loud is really connecting us to our higher self, to our guides. It's powerful, isn't it?
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Well, let us know how you're doing, Margaret, as you continue to integrate this clearing. Awesome. Anyone else? Do we have another audience member who would like to speak with our guest today? Tena is here. If you've got a question, please go ahead and raise your hand. Okay, so then let's do something for the group, Tena. How is that? Would you like to do a clearing for all of us in the next few moments? Something
Yes,
short?
we
Okay,
can. Okay, so 10 minutes. Okay, so we will
sure.
see.
And
Yeah, we will.
so let's say, as you may turn off your camera, right?
Okay, I will turn
Because
off my camera
we
so you don't
saw
see me
how you, well, no, we don't mind seeing you, but you might
yawning.
mind being seen. Yes, you don't, you know, that's okay because we see how you're processing the energy. So when you do that, we're just going to play this little video here and everyone
Okay.
relax. Here we go with Tena. Okay.
Okay, just take a deep breath. Now we are connecting with the source, with the pure source energy. Imagine that you're very, very tall and the pure source energy, your higher self is pouring through your crown, clearing anything that prevents you to integrate the wounded part of you, to reclaim all your infant, toddler, preschool, school, and adolescent self through all lifetime space dimensions realities. Okay, light clear, light clear, light clear, light clear. So everywhere we hold the denial in our system and all ego defense mechanism, now we know that it is safe to be us. It is safe to be me. I recognize it's safe to be me. Okay, and everything that prevents us from connecting, yes, all this stuff in our brain that prevent us from connecting with our higher self and allowing our higher self to heal the wounded part of us. Okay, clear, 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 clearing ears, clearing eyes. So everywhere we put sunglasses, pink glasses, dark glasses. So we don't see what's happening in front of our eyes. We are now clearing our eyes, denying that our parents did not do a good job. Okay, let's clear that, like clear. And we are not judging we see that we grew up in this 3D world, wounded world. Our parents were wounded, their parents were wounded, so the whole world is wounded, and it's okay to see that, to recognize that, so we can heal and to reclaim. If we deny, if we refuse and reject to see the truth, we are locking ourselves in 3D ego scarcity world, and we are now clearing all this mechanism, denial, repression. Okay, light clear that, light clear, light clear, light clear. Okay, this repression, repression, energy of repression everywhere where we repressed our feelings, emotions, events, very hurtful, painful events to survive. Okay, it's okay. You survived. We survived. Okay, let's clear that. Light. Everywhere we still hold this frozen emotional energy. Clear. And are not willing to see there what's happening because of fear that something bad, that we will not survive, that we will be dead. Okay, the light is pouring through every cell in our body, through our shoulders, hands, heart, all around the heart area. It's safe to release the defenses around our hearts. Yeah, our heart has healing power, and it's stronger than our darkness. Okay, the light is pouring through hips and knees and feet, and connecting with the crystalline heart of Mother Earth and her healing, unconditionally loving energies bouncing back to us. And every cell is now vibrating with the pure source, unconditional love, Mother energy. And now we are setting intention to clear all frozen emotional energy. Okay. To clear ego defenses. Okay. Okay, so our higher self, our intention is to bring our higher self to validate our wounded self pain and hold us while we cry our eyes out of rage at the injustice of emotional deprivation and abandonment. So we can feel safe to let go of primary ego defenses and frozen emotional energy. Yeah, okay, light. And this clearing is in a perfect order and extend to every single one of us. So after that, we feel energized, we feel relieved, and our higher self is embodied in our body and healing. It will continue healing our wounded parts, so we can reclaim our divine self. Okay, just you just focus on your heart center and say, I'm so sorry you had to deny what's happening to survive. I'm so sorry you had to defend your parents to survive. I'm so sorry it's hard to see that your parents didn't take care of you properly. Yeah, everywhere we still hold denial about our parents, and we blame ourselves for not meeting our parents' expectation and needs. Now we know that kids should be taken care by parents, not kids to take care, not the opposite. So everywhere we still hold that belief that something is wrong with us, we did something gross, we are shameful. Okay, clear. No, you are not shameful. You were never shameful. You did your best. You were infant. You were toddler. You were preschool. You were school. You were a kid. You were a child. Okay. Now we are talking to the wounded child. Just focus on your heart and send her lots of healing, loving energy, and say, "I'm so sorry. You don't accept the truth that you are innocent. I'm so sorry. You don't accept the truth. It was not your fault. I'm so sorry. They made you believe you are shameful. Okay. I'm so sorry you're scared. I'm so sorry their darkness was stronger than your light. I'm so sorry they made you believe you are responsible for them. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry you're sad. I'm so sorry you're sad. So sorry you never met their expectation. I'm so sorry they made you believe that you should make their expectations. I'm so sorry you had to figure it all by yourself. Okay, so now we are accelerating, we are bringing wounded part of us, wounded child. So yeah, all agreements that we will carry that we will believe that it's our fault. No, it was not our fault. It's not even our parents' fault, not their parents. Okay, lights, clear that. Light. All blame game now. Draw life and space dimension reality. Clear. Oh, okay. Clearing implants and beliefs. No, it's all mother's words from our head now being cleared, identified, located, and cleared. And our father words, our teacher words, it's you, shame on you. How could you do that? Shame you. Okay, all that stuff. You are not shameful. Remember. Okay, and all anger, anger, you have a right to be angry. You have a right to be angry, yes. Just focus on your heart and say to the wounded child, I'm so sorry. They shamed you when you expressed anger. I'm so sorry you learned that anger is shameful. Okay, light. Oh, no, it's not. Anger, now we are showing you anger. Yes, anger showed you when someone breaks your boundaries. Anger protects your boundaries. It's healthy. So everywhere you still hold shame, bonded with anger, so you repressed, you denied, yeah, you dissociated from anger, so you're meeting a lot of angry people around you. Okay, let's clear that. Light. Okay, now just repeat after me. I recognize it is safe to feel anger in every cell in my body. I recognize it is safe to feel grief in every cell in my body. Okay. I recognize it is safe to cry in every cell of my body. Yeah. I recognize it is safe to be me in every cell of my body. It is safe to be me. I recognize I am good in every cell of my body. Yeah, you are good. You know, you are good. Now we are telling to the little child, you are good. You are good. You are good. Everything is right about you. Everything is right about you. You are safe to be you. Your job is to be you. You are unique. There is no one same as you. You are unique and everyone else are unique. It is safe to be you and to reclaim your divinity. You are divine child. So we are holding that child. Yeah, it is safe to be you. You are good. You are divine child. You are my child. Yeah, and I love you. So our higher selves are cuddling, soothing, holding, nurturing our child within. Remembering that she is divine. Remembering you are divine. You are divine child. It is safe now. You survived. You survived. It is safe. You're safe. Ah, and grounding to the 5D earth where is safe to be you. It's safe to be us, and it's our divine right to reclaim our child self and to embody divine human. We are divine human. And grounding, balancing, soothing. And so it is. You can stay relaxed a few moments. The energies are moving, grounding. And we are immersed in peace, divine peace. Mm.
Absolutely. We are immersed in divine peace. Thank you so much for that, Tena. That wounded child, we can see all the areas in our life where he or she acts out because we were not given that love that we have. So this was a beautiful healing. I hope that everyone is feeling that, enjoying that, and moving with that. What should we do now? What is the protocol after we receive this healing? To just drink water or be at peace forever? I mean, just any advice for us?
Um, Listen to child within. Cuddle with her. Ask her or him, what do you want now? Do you want to drink? Are you thirsty? Do you want to drink water? What would you like? Do you want to have a nap, maybe? So, and there is also one good thing to do. uh, if you have a blanket, how to imagine your infant self and just allow yourself to cuddle in this warm, fluffy blanket and take a sip of water and be so, cuddle yourself. Yes, you're so good, like speak with voice. Oh, like this thought, like this infant, like you're speaking to a baby and you're cuddling yourself. And there is also a good thing you can do to nurture your toddler self. Go to a store somewhere shopping. Toddlers are all about energy, want to see everything, want to open every closet, everything. Just try many different outfits and don't buy anything. Just be immersed with colors and, okay, I want this. Nurture your toddler self, nurture your preschool self. So in that way you connect with the child within. What do you want? Do you want to jump? Do you want to dance? Yeah, what do you want to do now?
Yeah.
So yeah, make a connection, connect, listen.
We are going to go make it a play date with our inner child and we're going to play. And I love that. Those tips just spurred a whole bunch of ideas, hopscotch, jump rope, skip, sing, ride our bicycles. Beautiful. Thank you for that healing. Yes, go ahead.
And I just have one thing. Say, like toddler love to say no. Just go everywhere,
Yeah.
around your house. No, 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 no. Play. No, no. So yeah, that's cool. I did that. It make a lot of fun for me. No, 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 no. Do you want that? No. If you have a partner or someone, just of course, say we are now going to. I'm just playing. I'm today. No, man, no, because toddler love to say no, and you allow yourself to say no all day, maybe.
Ah, that is a good point. Allowing ourselves to say no. Wow. That is a really good point because there's so often that, if we grow up as people pleasers, it's like, wow, sure, yes, okay, but no. I love that exercise, Tena. Oh my gosh. No.
No, no, no,
Okay.
no, 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 no. Today, no.
You can say no gracias, no thank you, no, no gracias, but be empowered to say no. To say no. Okay. That is a flip. That's a flip from what we would normally naturally think, like, yes, yes, yes. Say yes, but this is say no and have fun with it and be a child like again. So that's fun. Okay. And blowing bubbles, or just laughing, just having this love for ourselves. Thank you for that healing. We have some comments in our chat. Margaret says, you broke through generations of longing. Wow. Katharina says, thank you for the healing. It is. It's so beautiful. This is what we want in our life. This wholeness that we have from a healing like this. We feel that peace within. Okay, Margaret says, I want a tattoo of no on one palm. Okay. All right, good. Okay, so Tena, thank you. This was a beautiful example of the work that you do and the immense clearing work that you do. So tell us about this 6-week or this 6-module clearing protocol of reclaiming your divine self. This goes into the archetypes that we have in our life. So share with us that program.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's a 6-module live energy clearing program. In every module, we have educational part. So we learn how we, at certain level of development, operate, how we think, how we perceive the world. And after that, we have energy clearing specifically on that topic. And after that, time for mini one-on-one clearing session, live clearing for the audience. And of course, you receive a replay. We will clear, among specific things, we will also clear the negative aspect of a mother archetype. That's a mother who smothers, devours, and destroys her children. And I know that, and I know the vast of emotion of how mother can be so mean, so demanding, and how can she destroy her children. So that's very important to clear, so we can embody positive, nurturing, and life-giving mother. And we will also clear the negative father archetype. It's like a tyrant father who, fearing the loss of his power, keeps his children in bondage and refuses to pass on the tradition. And many of us grew up with, to fear father. Let's say, if you maybe pee in your bed, then probably you have fear from your father, And our society is based on this tyrannous male, negative male archetype, father archetype. So we will clear that, so we can embody the positive aspect father that protects and sets limit for his children and passes on the laws and tradition of the culture. If the father archetype is not healthy, then we either don't have limits at all, we are meshed with all family parts, we don't know who we are because we don't have firm boundaries and we don't feel protected. So that's what we are going to clear also. And also the negative archetype, negative child archetype, it's a selfish, childish child who resists emotional and intellectual growth. You can see in grown-up people who are actually acting selfish, childish. That's because the wounded part in a toddler area of the period of development, something went wrong. So instead of being, with firm boundaries, knowing who she or he is, if she is or he is our father, then actually we were not raised by grown up. The toddler in a body of, let's say, 40-year-old man raised us. So we are going to clear the negative aspect of a child archetype, so we can embody positive one. It's like vulnerable, childlike, spontaneous, and creative child. And also what is important, and that will go through all healings, we will special attention put on the shame, because toxic shame is the core of our spiritual wound. It lives, and I learned it recently while writing my book. Toxic shame is shame that is bonded, linked with other feelings, like with anger, with sadness, and it's not about it's guilt is I think about something wrong, so I feel guilty, but shame is toxic because you believe you are shameful. It goes it's the core of our spiritual wound. It severed our soul, pierced us to the core, brought us feeling of being flawed and defective. I'm defective. I'm shameful. I'm the one. The core of me is, ugly. I'm stupid. I'm doubtful. I'm worthless. I'm inferior. I'm unworthy. That's this toxic shame. It goes deep, deep, deep. So we are going to unravel this toxic shame with all beliefs about us and all others emotions, so we can release then other stuff that went wrong. So shame is very, very important because it's at the core of spiritual wound. So that archetypes we will clear along as we clear in the first module everything what could go wrong in the infant period, when we were infant, when our basic infancy need were not met. We will go deep into emotional deprivation and abandonment issues and not trusting issues, because the issues of not trusting and not it comes from infant period, or if we cannot be have boundaries with food, it originates from infant period. And the second module is reclaiming your toddler self. It's everything what could go wrong in the area of toddler. It's like not having healthy boundaries because we were shamed for wanting to do something what normally toddler do. So after reclaiming toddler self, we are going to have reclaim preschool self, then school self, and adolescent self. So I don't want to go in details. I believe it will be written specifically for every module. Every module will be described, so you can sit in peace and read if you are interested deeply what we are learning and what we are clearing. So I feel it will be just a huge journey, learning and clearing journey. And I know because while I was writing the book, it made huge difference in my life. And now I'm in the phase of integrating all of that, and the stuff is just coming through and clearing. And I can see in those areas that I was not able to see like a few months ago, and I can pinpoint that. That's very fun, and it makes me feel excited, for that program, to see change in people, to see more freedom, to see liberation, to see, oh wow, I'm good. When you can sit in front of the mirror and say, yes, I am good. Wow, what a freedom.
What freedom. Absolutely. Again, I want to commend you for the work that you're doing. Congratulations on your book. Wow. You are stepping up and helping so many people. And there will be a time where this is not needed. But I think right now, as more and more people are waking up, this is par for the course, this clearing and this cleaning. And I would say, oh my gosh, abandonment issues. Don't you think? And not trusting, those are such huge core wounds, that a world where people do no longer feel abandoned, they feel accepted, they feel a part of the whole. That's a beautiful world. And so you're a beautiful teacher to assist people in getting there. And the work that you do, absolutely, we can see already how quick it is to help people. So that's good. When you work with people, do you also see that it happens quickly? As we're talking, it does happen quickly. Does it come back? Are there more layers to be cleared? What's your experience with that?
It happens more and more quickly than before. So we don't have to go like before it took, let's say, 15 minutes, and now it can go in 5 minutes and in a second. Sometimes words are not necessary anymore. Just okay, higher self. That's a shift happens really fast. And the layer,
Good.
if when you clear some, let's say, deep stuff, one layer, your life is better. Your life is better. You're not annoyed by some people. uh, the quality of life is better. And however, I have to say that it's a process. It's a process. It's not like one clearing fix it all stuff. It's not quick fix, and you have to do your job. That means implement in your daily life stuff. Let's say if you have these negative thoughts, okay, use the techniques, give yourself compassion, because there is no savior. No one will save you. No one can do job for you. You have to do your own job, and that's empowerment. If someone tells you, okay, I will do that for you, no, it's not the right way. You can choose that way. Maybe you feel it is easier. I was on that path, in 2015-16, when I was really in mess. So okay, give put me on the energy. I will be good. But it doesn't work. If you really want change, so you feel liberated, month after doing your job, you are empowered, and no one can take you away what you own. And you own your power, and no one can give you power. You own your power. You are the one. You are the master. You are the one who can do that. And clearing just give you hand, so you can be free, so you can do your own job.
Yes, very empowering and very inspiring. And this is the work that we can do, and we can move through it almost like the 100th monkey effect, where because we've been doing it, so many light workers have been doing it, it actually becomes easier for us. I love that as we embark on this and go through that clearing, when we get there, like yourself, even you still say, that you still do this practice for yourself. You still do it when it comes up. And it really is so beautiful that it can happen so fast because we don't have to be in despair. But we do need to catch ourselves from going into despair. So as we close, is there any suggestion for catching ourselves? That is 90% of the work, isn't it? Catching ourselves in that feeling. We do get quicker and better at that, would you say?
Yeah, it's practice. Observing your thoughts, observing your emotions. If you forget, it's good to have like a note. Okay, how do I feel now? Do I feel, if you tend to forget it, write somewhere like a mental reminder. Okay, how do I feel? How do I feel?
Yeah.
What do I think? How do I feel? Or around your in your room, around your flat, just how do I feel? What do I want? Remind yourself. And yes, observe, and it will become automatic. But you already know that you're ancient soul, so I believe that you're really good in observing yourself.
Until then, we will put that sticky note up or notes to ourselves as reminders to always check in. How do we feel? That is the practice. That's a living prayer, actually. How do I feel? because that is empowering, as you've said, Tena. Thank you. I want to share a note from Margaret, who you worked with on this call. She says, thank you. This is real. It erases. That is beautiful. It resets us back into our divine self. So with that, that's wonderful. Oh, and Margaret says, other tattoos? How do I feel? Wow. You could put that right on your hand, right somewhere where in every moment you can see that. And maybe we just don't need that tattoo. Maybe there'll be a point where the tattoo is a tattoo on our heart because we always know how we feel. Tena, thank you so much for this beautiful healing session today. As we say goodbye, I want to have you share any final thoughts.
Well, I believe you said it perfectly. So I will just share with you, enjoy your life. Take care of your inner child. Talk with your inner child. What do you want? And cuddle yourself. Be so nice and good to yourself because there is only one unique you. Yeah.
Thank you, Tena, Cacic. This has been beautiful. And Cacic is the name. Thank you. This has been really empowering and so beautiful. And we will cuddle ourselves. And that right there is a changed world, more self-compassion for each of us. Thank you, Tena. And thank you, everyone, for being here. We hope you've enjoyed this time, and we send our love to you. Namaste. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye.
This has been a presentation of New Earth One Network, your home for New Earth living. Access information, education, and videos on living from the heart in unity consciousness. Visit newearth1.com.